Good evening and welcome to Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, Then and Now. I'm Amrit Pal Singh. This is a show which we bring you every evening to track what the developments in the Union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are, to bring you ground reports, what has happened over the past 1 year since the special status of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir was revoked by the Parliament of India for closer integration into the Union of India on the 5th of August in 2019. How far have these two union territories come? Because after the special status was revoked, two union territories, that is the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and the Union Territory of Ladakh, were created. It was argued that this will speed up development in the state, and all impediments towards because of the special status, because of Article 370, Article 335A, which were hampering the development of the state and a closer integration of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir into India, was being hampered by the special status, and that was done away with by the Parliament. We send out our reporters to the ground to bring you stories of how far has that promise been kept. Let's begin with the Kashmir Valley. Well, in Kashmir, the government is working to ensure the affordable medicines are available to common man throughout the Jan Aushadhi Kendras, and these Kendras have already become popular with people. Looking at the statistics of the month of April this year, people have availed medicines of a total of 52 crore rupees and have saved 300 crores on them. Medicines are being sold from Jan Aushadhi Kendras and have seen a 3 times surge as compared to last year. My colleague Ashok Srivastava went out and brings you this report.
People in Jammu and Kashmir are making the most of Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Amidst the lockdown, Jan Aushadhi Kendras had swarms of people coming to buy their medicines. Today, Srinagar has about a dozen Jan Aushadhi Kendras, which is a big respite for the people in the region.
आसमान ज़मीन का फ़र्क पड़ता है, कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स में 70%, 80% का भी फ़र्क पड़ता है, और कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन के लिए क्वालिटी भी बहुत अच्छी है, तो कोई कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ क्वालिटी के साथ नहीं है, तो कस्टमर्स भी खुश रहते हैं और बार-बार रिपीट करते हैं।
यहाँ पे कोविड में हमने काम किया, यहाँ की थोड़ा सी सियासी हालात भी ख़राब हुई, उसमें भी हमने दुकान सुबह 9 बजे से 9:30 बजे शाम तक खुला रखा। तो लोगों के लिए हमने खुला रखा क्योंकि लोगों को फ़ायदा मिलना चाहिए, क्योंकि गरीब लोग इस वक्त हैं जो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हैं। बाज़ार जो दवाई 100 रुपये में मिलता है, 200 रुपये में, यहाँ तो 30 रुपये या 40 रुपये में मिलता है, उनको फ़ायदा है ये। तो हम ये इस BBI को या गवर्नमेंट, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से ये अपील करते हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा दवाई मिलनी चाहिए और लोगों का फ़ायदा मिलना चाहिए।
Not only Srinagar but several areas in Jammu and Kashmir have now got these Kendras. Pradhan Mantri Jan Aushadhi stores have also become popular amongst the people of Pulwama.
Yemsit media yeti garibun gurbatan wariya suhuliyat. Agay suhuliyat, bago wariya suhuliyat.
People here have benefited a lot. We get medicines for lesser price. These shops should continue functioning. Medicines at cheaper costs are lifesavers. It's a poor man's respite from buying expensive medicines.
सारे हिंदुस्तान में सबसे अच्छा दवा जार्निक है और ये बहुत कम दाम में मिलता है। अगर बाजार में कोई दवा स्ट्रिप 100 रुपया मिलता है, यहाँ तो 20 रुपया भी मिलता है। यही स्ट्रिप, यही साल्ट, यही सब कुछ इसमें मिला हुआ होता है, मगर ये बहुत अच्छा है।
Even though Jan Aushadhi Kendras opened just a few years ago, but many shops had shortage of stocks and some medicines were unavailable too. Few centers were also on the verge of closing down. But after Jammu and Kashmir was made a union territory, medicine transportation to these Kendras caught pace, and the scenario has drastically changed ever since. Ashok Srivastava's report, DD News.
And the Jammu and Kashmir government's Back to Village program is in full swing across all districts of the state. The program is primarily aimed at energizing panchayats and directing development efforts in rural areas through community participation. The program has witnessed cooperation of the village people, and there is enough enthusiasm among the villagers for the program. My colleague Rabah Tyagi files this report from the Kashmir Valley in Baramulla.
This is the Goom village of Baramulla in Kashmir. You can see the wide roads, pakka houses, 24/7 supply of electricity. This has been accomplished under Back to Village program. From village mosques to parks to roads, all developmental work has now picked up pace under this program.
बैक टू विलेज में जब हमने ये मोहल्ला है ना, यहाँ सड़क पे आती है ये पानी और यहाँ घर वालों की पानी भी आती है, हमारे आंगन में बहुत गंदगी आती है और पोल्यूशन भी गंदा हो जाती है, हमारे बच्चे हैं वो भी गंदगी से मिलाते हैं। और फिर जहाँ पे डीसी साहब आए, फिर हमने कंप्लेन किए, उन्होंने बताया हाँ हम ये काम करेंगे। फिर जब ये सरपंच ने देखा और डीसी साहब भी यहाँ पे आए, उन्होंने भी देखा ये बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, फिर उन्होंने इस सरपंच से ऑर्डर दिया और उन्होंने ये ड्रेन लगाई और काम शुरू किया।
The work on the village drainage system is being carried out at lightning speed.
एक तो हो गया है, सड़कें हो गई हैं, दूसरे और ड्रेनेज सिस्टम है वो भी किया है उन्होंने। जो हमारे मस्जिद के सामने में बाढ़ के पार्क वार्क होता है वो भी मुकम्मल किया है, जिससे हमें बहुत फायदा हुआ है। ग्रेवियर होता है, जो तो ग्रेवियर है ना, उनकी जो फेंसिंग भी हुई है।
तो पहले ये होता था?
नहीं, इससे पहले नहीं हुआ है। जब से बैक टू विलेज हुआ है तब से हमें बहुत लाभ हुआ है और उम्मीद है आगे भी ऐसा हो जाएगा।
The village headman says that money for developmental works is now directly transferred into Panchayat's account and there is no scope for any middleman.
बैक टू विलेज में मैं समझता हूं, जहां तक मेरे पंचायत का ताल्लुक है, 60 to 70% जो काम है बैक टू विलेज का हमने किया है। उसमें जो है पानी का जो पीएचई डिपार्टमेंट का है, और दूसरी बात यह है कि बिजली का जो उन्होंने हमसे वादा किया है उस बैक टू विलेज प्रोग्राम में, उसका भी काम हो रहा है।
Grievance boxes have been installed outside the Panchayat office for villagers to efficiently redress the issues being faced by the villagers.
शिकायत बॉक्स लगता है पंचायत के बाहर, हम जाते हैं शिकायत डालते हैं इसमें, उसका अजाला जाता है 1 हफ्ते के बाद, फैसला हो जाता है।
Under the Back to Village program, the Panchayati Raj institution has been strengthened to ensure that the fruits of development directly reach the common Kashmiri even in the remotest corner of the Union territory.
So this is the new picture of rural Kashmir in changing scenario. All the things are being implemented. 60% work has been done here, and they are saying that these kind of programs should be repeated for 100% result. With camera person Saurabh, Rabah Tyagi, DD News, Goom Village.
So what really is this Back to Village program? It is actually an interaction interface of the state's bureaucracy, the government, at the doorstep of the people. If we look at this program, it's the first of its kind week-long interface program which focuses essentially on 4 quintessential themes. These themes are energizing the panchayats. A gazetted officer goes down to the village, collecting feedback on the delivery of the government's programs which are meant for development, capturing the scientific economic potential of that village, going down to the doorstep, undertaking assessment of the needs of the village. Every village has a specific need, and then tailoring that large government program to the needs need of the village. Now, as I said, one gazetted officer spends 2 days, 1 night in a village, goes to that particular panchayat. He identifies the main economic activities of the area. He identifies the potential areas, the major problems, the urgent public requirements, and the major complaints that village or the villagers have. Sensitization of people and also of the public representatives about the government schemes and programs. Sometimes the villagers are not even aware what the schemes are. Emphasis on quality of services. Now, the PRIs are sensitized, the schemes reach, but the quality is good. Highlighting the discussion, discussing social issues. A village can have a particular problem, a drug problem, unemployment. So identifying those areas and sensitizing people on that and discussing that. Assessment of functioning of public representatives. The elected public representatives, if they're not functioning properly, so giving an assessment of that. Now, till now, about 4,000 gazetted officers have been sent out to the entire villages in every single panchayat. All single panchayats of the Union Territory of J&K have been covered since this program was launched last year. 20,000 development works were identified directly by these villagers where these officers went, and out of them 7,000 identified works have been completed since it was done. Phase 1 was conducted last year from the 20th of June to 27th of June. It was a week-long program, and then a phase 2 was conducted from November last year, 25th of November to the 30th of November last year. Actually, it's 2019. The Prime Minister, in his Mann Ki Baat, that monthly radio program that he does, he called it a festival of development, public participation and public awareness. He spoke about this Back to Village program in his monthly program, radio program, Mann Ki Baat. So that's what really the program is. Well, let's now shift focus to Jammu region. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The RS Pura or Ranjit Singh Pura basmati rice of the Jammu division is world famous, and to encourage organic farming in the Union Territory, the government is making efforts to restore the aroma and traditional world famous RS Pura basmati rice through improvement of its quality parameters as per international market requirements and standards. Our correspondent Neeraj Singh brings you this report from Ranjit Singh Pura.
There is good news for the rice farmers of Jammu region. They can now choose to sell their produce in the open market and are no longer dependent on mill owners and mandis. The rice farmers of the world famous RS Pura basmati rice say they can now sell their produce to the highest bidder in the mandis of their choice.
फायदा काफ़ी होगा, फिर तो अच्छा दाम मिलेगा, अच्छा दाम मिलने से फ़ायदा तो होगा ही। कोई ऐसे जब इधर जो खरीदते हैं ऐसे खरीदते हैं जी मुंजी वो फिर अगे जाके ना बेचनी होंगी है, ऐसे दाम घट मिलते हैं तो ये जो सीधा जुड़ना तो दाम तो फिर बढ़ेगा ही।
इसमें खूबी ये है कि वैसे भी हम जो है यूरिया वगैरह जो कम इस्तेमाल करते हैं, दूसरा यानी कि देसी हाल का प्रयोग ज़्यादा करते हैं। बाकी जो है जो नहर का पानी भी लगता है जहाँ पर, वो भी जो नहर का पानी भी दरिया चुनाव का पानी आता है जहाँ पर, वो भी अच्छा है, मतलब कि शुद्ध पानी है। और इसी वजह से जो है हमारा जो बासमती खास करके RS Pura की बासमती है ये फेन हर वर्ल्ड तक जाती है।
The Agriculture Department is making efforts to encourage organic farming to meet the European import standards of the RS Pura basmati rice.
RS Pura की बासमती सर इसमें तो फर्टिलाइजर बहुत कम होता है एज़ कम्पेयर टू पंजाब। RS Pura बासमती ये ऑर्गेनिक है, ये हमारी यूरोपियन कंट्रीज़ में एक्सपोर्ट होती है। और ये जो पंजाब का बासमती आ रहा है 11-21 वो हमें सारा सेटबैक दे रहा है। वो लंबा तो बनता है लेकिन उसका टेस्ट नहीं होता। जो आरसपुरा की बासमती है इसका टेस्ट है, फ्लेवर है। इसकी आरसपुरा की बासमती की लेंथ स्लाइटली शॉर्टर होती है जो पंजाब की आती है। तो इससे तो सबसे पहले तो फार्मर को बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदा होगा, तो उनके धान का प्राइस अच्छा मिलेगा उनको, तो उनको यही नहीं होगा जहाँ मर्जी अपनी मंडियों में जाके अपना धान सेल कर सकते हैं, तो उसका हमें बहुत फ़ायदे सर। एक्सपोर्ट में उसकी क्वालिटी बनेगी अच्छी, वो होगा सर सारा।
The government is making concerted efforts to boost rice production in this border area, despite the fact that the agriculturist has to face myriad problems due to the fact that the region faces a tumultuous border with Pakistan. For this, the government has declared this area as a Basmati zone. Neeraj Singh's report from Araspura, Jammu and Kashmir.
So from ensuring, cheaper medicines through the Jan Aushadhi centers across the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, to ensuring back to village programs, benefits reach people, development reaches the doorstep of people, to promoting economic activities like by declaring the Araspura zone as a Basmati zone. This is how the Jammu and Kashmir, the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, is faring on the road to development. Let's now take a look at what is the status of another UT which was created after the erstwhile state was divided into two UTs, the Union Territory of Ladakh. After attaining the UT status, Ladakh got another shot in the arm to boost the traditional medical knowledge called SOA Rigpa, and for producing qualified doctors known as AMCHIs. The central government of the union has approved a budget of 46 crore rupees. What is SOA Rigpa and how will it strengthen the Indian medical system in COVID situation? Our correspondent Vishal Baristo finds this out in Leh.
The National Research Institute for SOA Rigpa is gearing up for the next stage. With finances being taken care of by the centre, the mood is quite upbeat. The traditional system of medicine is our heritage, and for this, India is already fighting a battle against our neighbour in the UNESCO.
SOA Rigpa is Bodhi or Tibetan term. It means science of healing. Actually, it is Indian Buddhist tradition of medicine which is originated from Bhagwan Buddha in India, and it is the main traditional medical system of Himalayan regions of Ladakh, Laos, Spiti, then Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Kalimpong, Darjeeling, all this area. Now this system of medicine is popularly practiced all over India with the name of Tibetan medicine.
Tell us precisely how old is it, and we also have a fight going on with the neighbor in UNESCO.
Yes, certainly. This is one of the major kind of problem came from China again, because India has recently in 2018-19 we have filed for intangible cultural heritage for SOA Rigpa as an Indian cultural heritage. But China has given some kind of obstacles there. They will not stand internationally for their claim.
Centuries-old manuscripts in Bodhi language are being scanned and carefully preserved in this institute. Bodhi is a Tibetan language which is very popular in the Himalayan ranges.
More than 700-800 manuscripts we scan and digitalize, most of related to SOA Rigpa, Tibetan language.
Presently, the institute has 2 OPDs. Around 80 patients are visiting this institute daily.
Very beneficial. I'm choosing for the skin disease from last 2 weeks.
Some disease specifically like bile disorder, we have instant treatment. And some disease like arthritis, gout, it takes a long time.
SOA Rigpa is treating patients, and after the pandemic, the number of patients have increased, and that includes other diseases as well. With cameraman Sanjay Jaina and Kamlesh, this is Vishal Baristo, DD News, Leh.
So as my colleague Vishal was saying, that the traditional medicine system, the indigenous knowledge which has been there since times immemorial, now coming to the fore, reaching out to people, changing lives of people. One thing that the Ladakhis have always in the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, their grievance was that they never got equal representation. There was no equitable distribution of resources. The Ladakhis got left out, whether in jobs, and there was a feeling that there was there wasn't a fair treatment to them. Now with the creation, that's why the long-standing demand for the Union Territory of Ladakh. Now it's been 1 year as Ladakh celebrates its 1 year of its birthday, first birthday of its status as an independent Union Territory, and is out of the so-called Kashmiri shadow, or the shadow of the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir. They are slowly coming into its own. Times have changed, people are changing, things are coming to fruition in Ladakh, and who knows it better than a creative person. Yes, we are talking about the first graphic novelist of Ladakh. Vishal Baristo, my colleague, caught up with Jigmet Angmo to talk about her aspirations and dreams in New Ladakh. She's a young Ladakhi girl who is Ladakh's first graphic novelist. Take a look at this story.
Sketching on a piece of paper, Jigmet Angmo is Ladakh's first graphic novelist. In an attempt to preserve the stories of her childhood and the art of storytelling, Angmo turned to images and words, a method traditionally alien to Ladakhi culture, to bring to life the story of Dungjonma, who's no more a witch but a flying superhero. Instead of a broomstick, Dungjonma rides on the trunk of poplar tree, which is the symbol of Ladakh. But first, what is a graphic novel? Jigmet tells you.
On 5th of August, Ladakh would be celebrating its first birthday of the UT status. And I have with me a very young writer who's the first graphic novelist of Ladakh. Let's talk to her and find out. She's Jigmet Angmo. Jigmet, graphic novelist, what is it?
It's the comic strip format version of a novel. So this is my book, Dungjonma. It's based on a Ladakhi folklore story, and I've manipulated the story and turned the character, who is originally a witch, a man-eating witch, and now she's a superhero.
As an artist, what do you aspire? What are your aspirations, and what are your hopes?
I have very big hopes with the UT Ladakh. So how we can relate it with Dungjonma, because she's a superhero, and like that UT can be the superhero, and and it can bring many platforms, bring out many opportunities for artists like me. So that's our hope for now.
So in what way do you think that the UT status is going to benefit the young artists like you?
Hope that there would be many doors open for new artists, not just the well-established ones, but also for the aspiring ones. New policies could be made regarding artists, and art should be, I think, should be involved in a more elaborate way in almost every field.
And how are you going to celebrate the first birthday of the UT?
I might,
as an artist,
I might make a comic strip of Dungjonma regarding the first anniversary.
So she is going to celebrate the first birthday, sketching her superhero, celebrating the first anniversary of the UT of Ladakh. With cameraman Sanjay Jaina and Kamlesh in Leh, this is Vishal Baristo, DD News.
So as this young girl was saying that there is hope amongst the Ladakhis that there will be that UT of Ladakh could become the new superhero of India, and the Ladakhi talent, their hope, their energy comes to fruition. Well, that's it in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh then and now. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow evening with more stories from both the Union territories to give you a sense of, so that you can make up your mind as to what has been achieved, what remains to be achieved in both these Union territories. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.